Run away out of time. Find a place where I can never hide. I let it burn, change or even shine. Let it burn, I'll never be coming back. 'Cause I'm losing my mind.
Hello, Love Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. Welcome to Friday Night SmackDown, a special premiering episode of SmackDown. And please welcome the SmackDown General Manager, The Game, Triple H. The King of Kings, the cerebral assassin, on his way down to the ring. Triple H tonight hosting the biggest choice of the year. We're about to find out who CM Punk is choosing. So the Game has rocked up to the arena tonight. Let's hear from the SmackDown GM, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WWE Champion, the Ring General Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, Dominik Mysterio, and the Royal Rumble winner, CM Punk. Here he is from Monday Night Raw, making what I believe is his first ever appearance on Friday Night SmackDown. The Ring General Gunther on his way down to the ring. Gunther, the winner of last year's Royal Rumble, one of the most dominant competitors in the history of the LS11 universe as well. So Gunther tonight steps into the ring on SmackDown, for, as I said, I believe the first time in the history of LS11 universe. Will CM Punk select the most dominant champion in LS11 universe today? Or will he select this man? The most cowardly champion in LS11 universe today. The leader of the next wave. The man who squeaked out a victory over his dad, Rey Mysterio, the other night at the Royal Rumble. This pathetic excuse of a champion. Possibly even more pathetic excuse of a human being, gotta be honest with you. Dominik Mysterio making his way down to the ring. So So Dirty Dom has made his way down to the ring. But now, let's bring out the Rumble winner, shall we? The man who outlasted all 29 competitors that he was in there against. Here he comes, the best in the world. CM Punk, who will be released as DLC in less than a week. And I'm sure I'm going to get comments on this video this time next week. You know Punk's in the game, right? Well, he's not at the time of me recording this, so... CM Punk, nonetheless, the best in the world. One of the longest reigning champions in the history of WWE. On his way down to the ring. Punk, of course, eliminated John Cena last to win the Royal Rumble this past Sunday. Now the choice is in the hands of the best in the world. His first ever Rumble win. Who is he going to choose? We're going to find out right here, right now. Well, I stand in this ring and I look at the two world champions that this company has to offer me. What do I see? On one side of the ring, I see a towering general. I see a conqueror. I see a man who has beaten the unbeatable. I see a man who is arguably the most dominant champion in the history of this company. I see an absolute destroyer of worlds. And then on the other, I see Rey Mysterio's dipshit son. And now, you two might think that the choice is very clear on who the best in the world wants to face. Who would make for the best WrestleMania main event? Who would make for the easiest payday? I've said before, I'm not here to make friends, I'm back to make money. But gentlemen, I slightly care what you both think. Well, one of you more than the other, no offense, Dom. But when I say that, I believe that I should at the very least let each of you try to claim why I should choose you as my WrestleMania opponent. You want to know why I think I should be your WrestleMania opponent, why you should select me to be your WrestleMania opponent, CM Punk? Well, while you were running around for 7 years away from this industry, I was breaking into it. I was becoming the most dominant star, everything you said. At my first WrestleMania, I conquered the Beast. I put down the Beast. I did what no one else said they'd be able to do. Just a few months later, I win the Intercontinental title. Then I win the Royal Rumble. Then I win the WWE Championship. The only man in this ring worthy of being called the best in the world is me. If you want to be the best in the world, then you need to beat me. Yeah, Punk, I think you should pick Gunther. I think that's the right pick. So, the people want CM Punk versus Gunther. The best in the world versus the ring general. I gotta be honest with you. When I re-signed with WWE a few months ago, this is a match that interested me quite a lot. Walking into the main event of WrestleMania against one of the most dominant competitors of all time. Walking in against a man that I think will go down as one of the greatest of all time. Of course, when I got here, my choices would have been Gunther and Drew McIntyre. Well, Gunther, I fully came out here tonight with the intent of picking you. But I gotta be honest with you. I think the discipline should be as loud as the disrespect. And standing in this ring is a man who has disrespected his father. He disrespects this ring. He disrespects this company. And I can live with the last one. But what I can't live with is the disrespect for that championship. So, like father, like son, at WrestleMania, I'm beating the shit out of Mysterio. Raw, get ready to make a trade. Hunter, the best in the world bleeds blue for now. Well, welcome to SmackDown CM Punk. It is official, CM Punk. A deal will be worked out, and at least for the remainder of the season, CM Punk will be part of the Friday Night SmackDown roster. And if you're wondering, well, is there going to be a trade or something? Here's my thoughts. And I think Triple H and, well, I'm technically the Raw GM right now. I've got a replacement. He'll be here Monday, which is really exciting. Which means I will no longer be the interim Raw GM starting Monday, which I'm very, very thankful about. No more getting threatened to get locked in broom closets by Gunther. But anyways, point remaining here. My thoughts on the matter as the interim Raw GM here. And you can call it bad business, you can call it whatever. You wouldn't be the first to call me a bad businessman. My thought is, there's 8 weeks left in the season until the rosters get completely redrafted again from scratch. So, not much point in doing a trade with 8 weeks left. That being said, here comes the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. If he wins this match tonight to keep his championship, our show will be main evented by a big 1-year celebration party for him. He is Seth freaking Rollins. If he retains tonight, he is guaranteed to reach 1 year as champion. And he's got to get through the enforcer of the 6, Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa storming down to the ring. Of course, the 6 unable to get any big wins at the Rumble this weekend. But that's not for lack of trying. Of course, Nick Aldis eliminated from the Royal Rumble by Cody Rhodes. Solo's made his way to the ring, and he is ready to go one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins here on SmackDown. Any further ado, here we go. Rollins comes in, Sling Blade taking him down. Rollins coming off the ropes and needle face up Solo. That, I cannot believe I'm saying these words. Dominik Mysterio was the ultimate loser for such a long time in LS11 Universe, and now Dominik Mysterio is going to main event WrestleMania, assuming he retains the World Heavyweight Championship at Fastlane, which means we now also know that SmackDown will be getting Fastlane 2 weeks from tomorrow, and Raw will be getting the Elimination Chamber 3 weeks from tomorrow. Because, of course, now that we are past the Big Four season, where we had Survivor Series and the Forbidden War and the Royal Rumble all back-to-back, we are going back to the brand-exclusive pay-per-views for the month. Of course, WrestleMania will be 2 nights, and it won't be night 1 Raw, night 2 SmackDown. It won't be that. It'll be a mix of things. Seth Rollins and Solo kicks out the leg now. Solo grabs a hold of him. Solo with Rollins into the... Oh, knocks him into the referee, Charles Robinson. Rollins goes down. Also, thank you all who are joining us for the premiere tonight of Friday Night SmackDown. Not often that we do this, but it's a big thing tonight with the WrestleMania main event being made official. And of course, assuming Seth Rollins can get the job done against Solo Sikoa, which given Rollins is on trajectory to, I believe, be 34-0 if he wins this matchup for the season, which I believe means that Seth Rollins is about 50-0 in his last 50 matches. I could be incorrect. Super kick to Solo Sikoa. Rollins gets him back up, but I believe Rollins has won all 50 of his last 50 matches, which is insane. It's something no one else in the universe has ever done before. We will have the 1-year celebration of Seth Rollins' Intercontinental title run later tonight, as I said, assuming Solo doesn't walk out with the win. But Solo, rock bottom to Seth Rollins. We saw the People's Champ on Raw. Solo goes for an uppercut. Rollins going for him, countered by Solo. Solo's got him by the throat. Rollins elbow strikes his way out of it, kicks him in the ribs. Seth Rollins into stomp. Turns Solo over with a kick, and Seth Rollins with another one for good measure. Into the cover. For the 1, 2. No! Solo kicks out of 2 back-to-back stomps. Rollins runs in. Solo with a leaping clothesline of his own. Goes for a kick, does Solo. Seth Rollins runs in. They collide. Rollins taken down by Sikoa. Seth Rollins firing away at him with repeated chops. Forearm strike to Solo. Solo, no. Rollins counters, throws him in the corner. Seth Rollins grabs Solo. Here we go. We don't see Rollins bust this one out often. Buckle bomb takes him down. Of course, Rollins entered the Royal Rumble #1 this weekend. Had a bit of an upset, short showing, thanks to Nathan Frazier. Managing to do to Rollins what Rollins claimed he would do to him if he wasn't careful. Cover. Rollins now for the 1, for the 2, and the 3. We got ourselves a year-long celebration in our main event tonight. Seth freaking Rollins with the victory. Seth Rollins now is officially going to hit 1 year as the Intercontinental Champion. Exciting times are ahead. Big victory there for Seth freaking Rollins. We've got plenty more coming up on SmackDown. That was only our first matchup of the night. There are many who need to be watching their backs around here because the final testament has begun the countdown to your demise. Many know that they are marked, but there are some who are oblivious, some who seem to not be aware that they are in the crosshairs of the final testament. Even if it hit them in the face, they seem to be oblivious. You call yourselves the Strike Force. Well, now, the strike is against you. The hit is on you. The final testament will claim your gold. Scarlett, Shotzi, they will bring gold into the final testament. And soon the Strike Force will find themselves being forced to fall and pray. Tick tock. Well, a very clear message sent there from Karrion Kross and the Final Testament. But now, Here come the unholy union to the ring. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire making their way down to the ring. Isla Dawn going to take on the women's champion tonight. The woman Alba Fire has called out for a match at WrestleMania. Of course, that's assuming that Jade Cargill makes it to WrestleMania, because we'll be determining Jade's next challenger in our main event tonight. A big matchup, a big triple threat matchup. Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Raquel Rodriguez all going out for a shot at Jade. So Isla Dawn has made her way to the ring. And now here comes the women's champion to the ring. The Storm has arrived. Here is Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill storming down to the ring tonight. Jade and Isla one-on-one. Here we go. Isla Dawn grabs a hold of her, picks up Jade. Jade Cargill fights out of it, knocking her back here. Jade, forearm strike, knocking her back. Of course, Jade Cargill made an impactful debut back at SummerSlam, replacing Alba Fire in the 6. And taking down Fire in an embarrassing matchup for Alba. Alba, a former SmackDown Women's Champion, a former WWE Women's Champion in her own right. When Alba won the Royal Rumble by last eliminating AJ Lee this past Sunday, she pointed to the WrestleMania sign and she said, "Jade Cargill, I choose you." It is the quickest a Rumble winner has ever made their decision. Quickest turnaround that we've ever had for a Royal Rumble winner in general to pick their WrestleMania match, as Jade Cargill, with her spear, taking down Isla Dawn. And now Cargill coming off the ropes and punches her in the face, taking down Isla Dawn. Jade grabs a hold of her now, and Jade, the 6, off to a rough start tonight after Solo's loss there to Seth Rollins. Could Isla Dawn pull off the upset and become the first person in history to pin Jade Cargill since her arrival to WWE? Jade taking her down now, and Jade Cargill with Isla Dawn pulls her in. Jade, German suplex, takes her down. And now Isla Dawn countering, knocking back Jade here. Isla Dawn, roundhouse kick, knocks her down, and Alba Fire grabs a kendo stick. Kick in the face from Jade Cargill to Isla Dawn. Gets her back up to her feet now, and Isla Dawn punched in the face again by Jade. Jade Cargill now goes for a strike. Isla Dawn goes for her again. Jade Cargill knocking her down with a massive right hook. Cargill gets her back to her feet, grabs her by the throat, choke slam, takes her down. And now Alba Fire just having to watch as her tag partner gets swung around, lifted up, and dropped with the Jaded. 1, 2, 3. Can anyone stop Jade Cargill at this point? Is there anyone that can stop her? Jade with the big win. We've still got plenty coming up here on SmackDown. We're going to hear from Cody Rhodes up next. So, the Royal Rumble didn't go my way. And unfortunately, Nick Aldis isn't here tonight, so I can't ask him what he wants to talk about. But I know what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is Nick Aldis. I really haven't downplayed what happened back at Survivor Series, and then, of course, the Forbidden War. And, well, there was a nice little taste of retribution when I sent Nick Aldis crashing over the top rope and out to the floor at the Royal Rumble. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed with the end result of the night itself. I really went into that Rumble thinking I was going to walk out of the whole thing as the winner, but, well, that's just not what was meant to be, clearly. But what is meant to be is that I'm going to kick Nick Aldis' ass. He's got a receipt coming for this betrayal. He's got a receipt coming for taking the 6, for destroying my trust, for destroying this friendship we had for nearly a decade. Nick has got a receipt coming. He's got a nightmare heading his way. And Nick, something tells me we're on the fast lane ending this thing. You better be here next week, Aldis. We gotta have a little chat. And just like that, we're heading into some more singles action here. This matchup has plenty of history within the LS11 universe in its own right, does. The showdown we're about to have here is here's the man who, when LS11 universe started many a years ago, and when I say many a years ago, I mean coming up on 5 years is this series, which is an incredible thing about. We're coming up on our 5th ever WrestleMania as well, which is just insane in its own right. Here comes the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura to the ring. Nakamura, the Intercontinental Champion when the series started. I couldn't remember if I said that or not. 2-time Intercontinental Champion in his own right. Former SmackDown Tag Team Champion as well is Shinsuke. So Nakamura heads to the ring, and he is taking on tonight. He's taking on the man that beat him for the Intercontinental title all the way back at the start of LS11 Universe. The Blackheart, Tommaso Ciampa, on his way to the ring. Ciampa, Grand Slam champion in his own right, seems to have his sights set on the Intercontinental, or on the, have his sights set on the Cruiserweight Championship now, a championship he has never had in the LS11 universe. Of course, we saw him and Logan Paul come face to face in the Royal Rumble. Ciampa would ultimately send Paul crashing out to the floor. Ciampa and Nakamura. Right hook from Nakamura, countered. Ciampa knocks him back. Ciampa with a right hook. Ciampa knocking him back here. Nakamura grabs a hold of him now, and Nakamura into the ribs of Ciampa. Shinsuke knocks him down. Kick from Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura kick into the ribs of Ciampa. He's got him down now. Ciampa pulled in. Nakamura tilt-a-whirl slam, taking him down. There's a kick from Shinsuke, and Shinsuke Nakamura kick into the ribs again. Takes down Ciampa. There's a kick now from Nakamura. He's got Ciampa again. Kicks him in the ribs. Down he goes again. Ciampa's down. Nakamura cover for the 1. No. Ciampa kicks out. Nakamura's got him. No. Ciampa counters. Sends him over the top rope. Nakamura sent over the top. Ciampa joins him on the outside now on the apron. Ciampa. Hold on a minute. DDT on the apron. Takes down Shinsuke. Now Ciampa. Oh, a diving knee strike taking down the King of Strong Style. Ciampa getting Nakamura back to his feet now, and Nakamura with Ciampa back into the ring. Nakamura's got a hold of him, though. Pulls Ciampa in now, and Shinsuke with Tommaso puts him in the ropes. Shinsuke Nakamura. That's Ciampa. Here we go. Sends him off the ropes. Ducks under him. Nakamura into German suplex on Ciampa, taking him down. He's got a hold of him, though. Knee into the face of Ciampa. Taking him down. Turns him over with a kick. Ciampa outside of the ring goes Nakamura. Shinsuke over the top rope. And Shinsuke, what's he thinking here? Nakamura. Went for a double axe handle. Ciampa out of the way. Now Ciampa. Discus clothesline to Shinsuke. Shinsuke Nakamura is down. Ciampa into the cover for the one. Kick out from Nakamura. Ciampa with a right hook. Knocks him back now. Kicks him in the ribs. Tommaso pulls him in for Project Ciampa. The lung blower connects. Ciampa's got him down now for the 1, 2. No, Nakamura kicks out. And now Ciampa kicking away at Shinsuke here. Tommaso Ciampa kicks away at him. Nakamura pulls him in. Up on his shoulders for landslide. Taking down Ciampa. Shinsuke Nakamura's got Ciampa in trouble now. Shinsuke with Ciampa looking for... Oh, I think he was trying to set up Kinshasa. Ciampa counters. Ciampa on Nakamura answering back with elbow strikes. Knocks him back here. Shinsuke with Tommaso off the ropes. Goes for him. Ciampa now. His turn to counter. Ciampa now grabs Nakamura and Tommaso Ciampa with Shinsuke. Over the top rope. Forearm strike. Ciampa's got him. Willow's Bell. Into a cover now from Ciampa on Nakamura. For the 1, 2. Shinsuke kicks out. Ciampa gets him up now. Nakamura throws a strike, but Ciampa counters. Ciampa knocks him back. Shinsuke answering back with a strike of his own. Counter for counter here between these two. Ciampa caught him, though, and Ciampa punches him again. Nakamura. Oh, caught with the discus clothesline from Ciampa. Tommaso getting him back up to his feet now, and Tommaso Ciampa. Discus clothesline connects a second time. Shinsuke's down. Shinsuke holding the back of his head, and Ciampa. Here we go. Hits him with the knee strike. Now Ciampa's got Nakamura in position here. Ciampa with Shinsuke. Over the top rope. Ciampa. Right hook to Nakamura. Pulls him in. Willow's Bell connects. And now Ciampa getting him back up to his feet. Tommaso Ciampa kicking the ribs. Hooks the arms. Fairy tale. Ending to Shinsuke Nakamura. Into the cover for the 1, 2, 3. Tommaso Ciampa picks up the victory. A massive, massive win for Ciampa. We know we're on the hunt for a challenger to Dominik Mysterio at Fastlane. Could Ciampa have just put his name in the mix? Oh, well, isn't this just a lovely surprise? The Cruiserweight Champ is here. Nice of him to show up. Social media sensation, the Maverick, Logan Paul. What's up, Tommaso? Sorry to interrupt, just thought I'd come out here and live rent-free in your head again for a little while, you know? Yeah, that's great. No, you ever gonna defend that championship, by the way? I can, count your defenses on one hand. Still got plenty to spare, too. Yeah, defending the championship, that's important, right? Yeah, I mean, I'll get around to it eventually. Look, you know, I just wanted to let you know, good job with your little elimination at the Rumble. I'm sure you're real proud of it. I'm sure I'm sure you feel like you got a big win in that. Well, I mean, it's not like it's a singles championship, which is something you haven't had in, say, what, almost 3 years now? You going somewhere with this, or what? No, not at all. I'm not going anywhere with this. I just wanted to remind you that I've been a singles champion more in the last few weeks than you have in the last few years. And I defended all of my singles titles more in the space of 1 month. Hell, I defended my US title in the 1 month I had it more than you've defended that in the 4 you've had it. Look, man, I'll get around to defending it. Yeah, well, we got a pay-per-view coming up. It's called Fastlane. Why don't you defend there? Well, you know what? Maybe I will. Yeah, and who are you going to defend against? Me? No. It's got to be someone who's had the championship before. There's not many people have had that, right? Oh, so you'll defend against, like, the greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio. Shit, I walked right into that one. Oh, and Ciampa! Fairy tale ending on the Cruiserweight title. And Logan, when you see Rey Mysterio, let him know I'll look forward to facing him for that title at WrestleMania. Well, folks, the deal has been struck and CM Punk is now officially on the Friday Night SmackDown roster, but with Punk selecting Dominik Mysterio for WrestleMania, and Raw now having the Elimination Chamber for the #1 contendership to Gunther's WWE Championship, I can now announce that next week, Dominik Mysterio's challenger for Fastlane for the World Heavyweight Championship will reveal himself. And it's someone that I think many of you have been waiting a long time to see Dom step in the ring with. Alright, it's time for some tag team action here in the women's division, as here come Katana Chance and Kaden Carter down to the ring. A big match for these two tonight, Chance and Carter. In this match tonight for them, they are taking on one of the newer teams here in the women's tag team division. Former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions is who they're going to be facing. The winners of this matchup probably going to be considered for the next shot at Strike Force for the women's tag team titles as well. So Katana and Kaden have made their way down to the ring. Big match for these two tonight. As here come their opponents. Representing the Final Testament, we saw Karrion Kross dish out the warning earlier tonight for the Tag Team Champion Strike Force that the Final Testament's newest members, Scarlett and Shotzi, are coming for them. Scarlett and Shotzi made their way down to the ring. They were the inaugural NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, so they know a thing or two about winning gold here in the LS11 universe. Matchup here for these two tonight as well. Will they be able to become the #1 contenders, though? Will Triple H select them as the next challengers to Strike Force? We're going to find out in just a moment's time. Well, we won't have an official answer in just a moment's time, but I suppose we'll be a step closer to know it in a moment's time, is more so what I meant, I guess. So, Katana Chance and Scarlett starting us out without any further ado. Here we go. Scarlett goes for a forearm. Katana Chance grabs her. Goes her in the corner there. There's a forearm strike, knocking her down. Of course, we've seen Scarlett throwing fireballs in the face of Seth Rollins' loved ones lately. We know that Final Testament have their sights set on Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental title. Just a matter of when is Karrion Kross going to throw down the challenge that he wants the gold. Championship he never got a rematch for back when he got released from WWE in 2021. Scarlett with a big splash in the corner, taking down Katana Chance. Grabs hold of her now, and Scarlett throws her into the corner. Scarlett. Tag is made to Shotzi. Big right hook there from Shotzi. Grabs onto Katana Chance. Code breaker from Shotzi into a cover now on Katana. Here we go for the 1. For the 2. No. Shotzi throwing some kicks now. Katana Chance comes back in. Hurricane Rana taking her down. Grabs onto her now. Pulls Shotzi back in now. And Katana Chance throws her head first in the turnbuckle. Tag is made to Caden Carter. And now Chance and Carter. Look at this. Drop kick into a flatliner. Down goes Scarlett. Or down goes Shotzi, excuse me. And Caden Carter. Nobody home off the dive. Shotzi with a discus forearm. Snapmare takes her down and drop kick into the back. Back into the ring now, and now Scarlett. What's she thinking here? Scarlett grabs onto her, getting her back up to her feet, and Scarlett with Caden Carter back into the ring. Shotzi. Roundhouse kick, knocks her back, grabs onto her. Wait a minute, Caden Carter sent in the corner by Shotzi. Goes for a chop, countered. Caden Carter knocks her back. Grabs a hold of Shotzi, kicks her on the ribs now, and Caden Carter with Shotzi. On the ropes. Into an arm drag, taking her down. It's a kick now again from Shotzi. Tag is made to Katana Chance. Tag's made to Scarlett. Oh, and a big chop block there from Katana. Katana Chance has got her, but Scarlett knocking her back here. Scarlett. A chop knocks her back again. Big drop kick there from Katana. Katana goes for a forearm strike. Scarlett out of the way. Scarlett taking her down into a Thez press with right hooks raining down. Now Katana sweeping the leg. Katana Chance has got her now. Slams down the arm. Tag is made to Caden Carter now, and Caden coming in. Caden Carter runs in and rolls her through. Super kick, knocking down Scarlett Bordeaux. Back up to her feet here. Wait a minute, countered. Off the ropes and arm drag. Wait a minute. Hold on, into a Black Widow submission here from Caden Carter. Shotzi, wiping out Katana Chance. Drop to hold there from Scarlett, knocking her back here, and Scarlett sidesteps again. Forearm strike, knocks her back into a chop. Scarlett pulls her in, and big splash into the corner. There's a big chop there from Scarlett. Caught by Caden Carter now, and Carter. What's she thinking here? Caden Carter throws her head first in the turnbuckle. Scoops her up now, and Caden Carter hanging her out to dry. Caden Carter. Putting a boot into the face of Scarlett. Down goes Scarlett. Caden Carter goes towards the corner, trying to make the tag to Katana. Katana's not there. Scarlett. Cut her off now. Wait a minute. Katana Chance takes her down with a flatliner. Ref with Charles, your ass was in the way too. No. Well, there's a shot from Caden to Shotzi. Caden Carter, Hurricane Rana. Shotzi wants the tag now, and she's got it. Shotzi's in. Gets her back, grabs a hold of her, rolls Caden Carter through, covered by Shotzi for the 1. No. Caden Carter kicks out. Shotzi up on the shoulders now of Carter. Shotzi in trouble. Taken down. Cover. For the 1. No. Shotzi rolls her through now. Cover. Shotzi for the 1. No. Shotzi knocking her back now. Tag is made to Scarlett. Charles Robinson looking to get that kendo stick out of the ring. Caden Carter. Flatliner to Scarlett. Cover. 1, 2. It's saved by Shotzi. And now Caden's got the leg of Scarlett. Caden Carter with Scarlett. Oh, wait a minute. What's Shotzi doing here? Shotzi just pulled off a turnbuckle pad. Caden Carter with Scarlett. Slams her down. Goes in the corner. Tag is made to Katana Chance. Oh, and a big drop kick to Scarlett. Katana up to the middle rope now, and Katana Chance gonna look to fly. Arm drag, taking her down. Scarlett back to her feet. Caught now by Chance. Countered, though, by Scarlett, knocking her back. Scarlett comes in now, takes her down. Kendo stick thrown in the ring now by Shotzi. Now Charles Robinson looking to get rid of it. Scarlett swings Katana Chance around. Wait a minute, Charles Robinson, wait a minute. Oh! Fireball to the face from Scarlett. Scarlett just fireballed Katana Chance in the face behind the referee's back. And Scarlett drops her on her head. 1, 2, 3. And that cloth in front of Scarlett's legs covered the singed face of Katana Chance so that the referee couldn't see that she'd been hit in the face with a damn fireball. The final testament with the victory. Scarlett and Shotzi staking their claim to the women's tag team titles here on SmackDown. We find out who challenges Jade Cargill up next. CM Punk picks me for the main event of WrestleMania. He says I'm disrespecting SmackDown. I'm disrespecting my family. And he claims I'm disrespecting the World Heavyweight Championship. Well, it's funny, coming from a guy who threw a hissy fit when he lost this world title, that he walked out of the company for 10 years. And now he thinks he can just walk right back in and beat me for the championship. That's rich. I am one of the youngest world champions in WWE history, and that is for good reason. Because I am one of the best world champions in history. And there is no one that can hold a candle to the legacy I'm carving as a second-generation superstar. Is that right now? Heard Trips picked your opponent. Heard you get to find out who it is next week. Give you a hint. Well, what? Wait, Randy, what's the hint? Man, that's not fair. What's the hint? Alright, it is time for the main event of SmackDown. Send for the man, and she arrives. Becky Lynch, making her way to the ring. Becky Lynch tonight with a chance to become #1 contender to the Women's Championship. A chance to earn a match with Jade Cargill. It'd be a first time ever matchup there. A dream matchup for some with Jade and Becky. That's Becky Lynch tonight, a huge matchup. Becky, a multi-time women's champion across the board. I believe Becky is a 4-time women's champion overall. 2-time Raw women's champion, 2-time SmackDown women's champion. That sounds correct to me here in the LS11 universe. So the man, Becky Lynch, has made her way to the ring. Out next, here comes Raquel Rodriguez to the ring. Former Women's Royal Rumble winner Raquel Rodriguez storming down to the ring. A big matchup here tonight for her. Former member of the Six as well. So Raquel's made her way down to the ring. Raquel still chasing that ever-elusive first championship here in the LS11 universe. Could she be the one to beat Jade Cargill if she wins here tonight? It's highly possible. And finally, the former women's champion, the woman Jade Cargill, defeated Asuka, the Empress, on her way to the ring. Asuka storming down to the ring, ready for a fight tonight. Asuka, Becky, Raquel. Let's do this. Here we go. Becky coming out of the gate, going after Raquel. Raquel grabs onto Becky Lynch. And now Raquel sends her head first into the turnbuckle. Asuka coming in. Raquel running her shoulder into the ribs of Becky Lynch, knocking her back. Right hook into the back, takes her down. And now knee strike connects from Asuka, knocking back Raquel Rodriguez. Snapmare from Asuka. And roundhouse kick, taking down Becky Lynch. Raquel now into a clothesline on Asuka. Becky with a chop block, taking her down. Getting her back up to her feet here. Becky Lynch grabs onto Raquel. Throws her across the ring into the corner. Asuka's got a hold of her now, and Asuka takes her down with a kick into the back. Asuka now kicks down Becky, and Asuka goes for a drop kick. Becky out of the way. Here comes Raquel. Grabs onto her. Throwing her down. Asuka goes for a drop kick. Raquel, cover on Lynch. Raquel into a cover, but a save from Asuka. Roundhouse kick from Asuka to Raquel. And now Becky sidesteps now. And Raquel taking down Asuka. Chop block from Becky. Becky Lynch getting her back up to her feet now. Becky Lynch throwing Raquel. Oh, knocks her off the referee. Big clothesline there from Lynch. Now Asuka. Oh, big dive there from the man. Becky Lynch taking the dive. Back into the ring she goes. Raquel grabs onto Asuka, picking her up now, and Raquel throws Asuka into the steps. Big drop kick there now. Raquel knocks her back. Elbow strike from Raquel to Asuka. Now Becky Lynch coming in, going after Asuka. Raquel's got a hold of Becky, though, and Raquel throws her across the ring. Back into the ring goes Asuka. Becky Lynch with a forearm, taking her down. And clothesline from the man. Drop kick, knocking back Asuka. Asuka grabs a hold of her now, and Asuka knee into the face of Becky Lynch. Asuka now grabs Raquel. Raquel's got a hold of her, though. Raquel taking her down with a sunwalk slam. And kicking to the back, Becky Lynch. Hook to Raquel, and Becky Lynch, no, countered. Rodriguez counters, now Raquel Rodriguez. Taking Becky Lynch towards the corner here. Raquel Rodriguez with Becky. Throws her head first into the turnbuckle, and Raquel, forearm strike, takes down Lynch. Raquel, here we go, goes to the middle rope, and Raquel Rodriguez taking her down with a splash. Now Raquel with Becky in trouble here. Raquel looking to set Becky up for Tahana Bomb. Cover. Asuka making the save. Now Asuka grabs onto Raquel. Codebreaker from the Empress. And now Asuka. A kendo stick shot to Becky. Hits her again. Becky rolling out of the way. Becky trying to get out of the way now. Raquel grabs onto Asuka from behind, taking her down. Becky Lynch grabs Raquel. Here we go. Lynch. Manhandle slam to Rodriguez. Asuka grabs a hold of Lynch, though, and Asuka now with Becky. Becky Lynch slides out of it, hits her in the back. Becky Lynch is caught. Caught Asuka, rolls her through, covered by Becky. On Asuka for the 1, 2, no. Asuka rolls it through. 1, 2, no. Becky pushes her away. Raquel now with Asuka, taking her down. Becky Lynch now countered. Becky knocked back by Raquel. Raquel with Becky. In the corner, here we go. Raquel Rodriguez grabs that kendo stick, picking it back up. And Raquel, whoa, goes to jab Becky with it. Got her over the head, breaks it across her head. Down goes the man. Now Raquel. Oh, Asuka. Asuka, roundhouse kick to Raquel. Into a cover now. Becky Lynch is dazed. 1. Becky with the save. And now Becky grabs Asuka into. Disarm her. Becky Lynch with the disarm her, locked in on Asuka. Becky's got it in, but Raquel coming in, and Asuka slides out of it. Raquel turning Asuka around now, and Raquel with Tahana Bomb. Becky breaking up the pin now, and Becky Lynch grabs Raquel Rodriguez into Manhandle Slam. Takes her down into the cover. Becky Lynch for the 1, 2, 3. And the man comes around and picks up the win, which means we are set for a dream match at the Fastlane event when we get Becky Lynch versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. Becky Lynch with the victory there, the man with the win. Becky's going to stick around because, folks, coming up right now, it's the 1-year Intercontinental Championship celebration of Seth freaking Rollins. Let's get the guests out here. Well, folks, please welcome the host of the Seth Rollins 1-year championship celebration. Seth Rollins' best friend, his former Shield brother, the Chief without a tribe, Roman Reigns. And you can see by Reigns' side are Rollins' 2 students, Nathan Frazier, Lexis King. The Chief dressing the part tonight, huh? He's dressed for success this evening, is Roman. And when the guy takes off the track suits and puts on the suits, well, to quote the great Barney Stinson, when he suits up, he looks, nothing suits this man like a suit. Roman Reigns making his way down to the ring. Reigns, Frazier, and King. Rollins' 3 closest allies here on SmackDown. Reigns and Rollins tag team champions together over a decade ago now when they broke into the business as the Shield, when they broke into WWE together as the Shield. Now tonight, Reigns gets to host this celebration for his best friend, or his brother. So, the guests have made their way here. It's time for the celebration. Let's hear from Reigns first, though. When I got here to WWE 12 years ago, when we made it to the main roster, there were 2 men who carried me when I was still a rookie. I still had a lot to prove. But there were 2 men that stood by my side through all of it, and that was Dean Ambrose better known to many of you as Jon Moxley, and Seth Rollins, the man we're here to talk about tonight. The Shield would not be what it was without Seth Rollins. Without the three of us together, the Shield would have never been what it was. But when Seth Rollins talks about being the architect of the Shield, the mind behind the Shield, he is absolutely right. There is no denying it. And everything that man has done, I am proud of him for. He was the first NXT champion. He was the first of us to win in the main event of WrestleMania. He is a Grand Slam champion. The first man in history to hold the WWE and United States championships at the same time. He's fought The Undertaker at WrestleMania. He is a two-time Superstar of the Year. And now tonight we celebrate him because he is officially the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Let's welcome the man of the hour. Let's give it up for Seth freaking Rollins. Here he is, the man of the hour. The Intercontinental Champion. Officially, as of this upcoming week, next Tuesday, he will hit 1 year as the Intercontinental Champ. His wife by his side. She's gone back up to the ramp to walk down with him. Seth freaking Rollins on his way to the ring. Seth Rollins got the big win over Solo Sikoa earlier tonight. He's the man of the hour. Tonight's all about you, Seth. Getting a whole main event of SmackDown to celebrate. He's got some... Well, let's just let him talk, actually. I'm not going to talk about what he's going to talk about. Let's just let the man talk. Thank you. Thank you all of you for being here tonight. You know, I look around this ring and there is not a single person out here that I'm not immensely proud of. My wonderful, amazing, talented ass kicker of a wife, Becky Lynch, who I know is going to beat Jade Cargill to become the women's champion. My brother, a man I've gone to war with many of times in the past, Roman Reigns. Undoubtedly one of the greatest to ever do it in the WWE. And you two young men out there, my boys, Lexis King and Nathan Frazier. Lexis, you came in here 7 months ago. 7 months ago you got here and you... Yeah, you. You had a lot to learn. And you came to me to learn it, and I'm very grateful for that. We've stepped in the ring twice together, and I feel like every time we step in the ring, you get better. And Nathan, I taught you everything you know. And look at you now. Here on SmackDown. I mean, hell, you gave this guy a run for his money a few months ago. One point, I thought you had him beat. I am so proud of all of you, and I am so lucky to call you all my family in this business. But that brings us to tonight. And that brings us to the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I know where you think this is going, and no, I'm not injured. No, I am not vacating the championship. I am just here to say that it is an absolute honor and privilege to have been the Intercontinental Champion for 1 year as of this week. I'm up there with some of the greats with his title. The Macho Man Randy Savage, arguably the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, just to name a few. There have been so many greats to hold this championship, and now I officially enter the top rankings of Intercontinental Champions. And while the Royal Rumble this past weekend wasn't my night, thanks for that, Nate, by the way. While that wasn't my night, and while now I know I'm not going to be able to go to WrestleMania to fight for the World Heavyweight title that I lost almost 2 years ago, what I know is that the fight only gets harder from here. There are so many competitors I've yet to face for this championship, and so many that have gotten better since I last faced them. So with all of that being said, bravo, Seth Rollins, bravo. 1 year as the Intercontinental Champion. It's an impressive feat, I'm not undermining that. Yeah, but you're undermining something, so what is it? I'm just here, Seth Rollins, not to hurt you. In fact, I can promise you, for what my word is worth to you, not a damn thing. For what my word is worth, I will not be laying a hand on you tonight. I am just here tonight to tell you something. Something that you probably should have been told for quite some time now. What I've come to tell you tonight is a warning for you, Mr. Rollins. It's something very similar to what you were told many years ago by the Prince, the Demon King. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, Mr. Rollins. A man who once called himself the Messiah, born from the ashes as a Kingslayer. The Kingslayer would one day rise and take down the way of the Mad King, sitting on the throne himself. And on that day, the Kingslayer became the king. And one day, the king would fall. The king would fall from grace due to his greatest nightmare coming true. The king would rise again, building a family. But one day, subjects of the old king would come to resent him. Oh, there's Akam. Akam of the Final Testament and Roman Reigns. Reigns and Akam out in the crowd. Reigns trying to protect Rollins from the AOP. And Lexus King is going after Akam, or is going after Razor. King and Razor out on the other side of the crowd. Oh, hang on. And Scarlett and Shotzi now cornering Becky Lynch. And Becky trying to fight back, but it's 2-on-1. And for our final chapter, before your final prayer, Seth Rollins. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. The burden of the king can only be lifted by the betrayal of his prince. No! Oh my God. Why? Nathan, why? This man taught you everything. This man taught you everything. You've outright said he's been like a father to you. Why? Someone, for the love of God, help him. Everyone else is pinned back and being blocked off by the Final Testament. For the love of God, he's bleeding all over the ring. Nathan, you've done enough. Oh my God. The man's blood is staining the camp. Charles, do something! Nathan, leave him alone. You've done enough. Nathan, you've done enough! Come on, you've done enough. Nathan, yeah, you're coming to... I'm begging you, leave him alone. Nathan, please. Somebody get the medic out here, please. Okay, you've proved your point. Done enough. I've been Xander, and that was Universe.